My name is Elaine Bratt. I am an avian keeper at Johannesburg Zoo. All crane species are endangered or threatened to some degree throughout the world. Our biggest conservation efforts are focused on the wattled crane. There are only 300 individuals of wattled crane left in South Africa, so they are critically endangered in South Africa. So we've been involved for the last 10 years in the wattled crane recovery program. And through that program, what happens is in the wild they lay 2 eggs. It's an insurance policy, so if anything happens to the first egg, they've got the second egg. The chick basically becomes fully grown adult size within 3 to 6 months. So it's very high intensity, a lot of resources need to be put into rearing that chick. So the parents cannot physically rear more than one chick. In some cases, the chicks will fight and the stronger chick will kill the weaker chick. In other cases, the parents will abandon the nest and they'll abandon the second chick. And in some cases, they just ignore the second chick or neglect the second chick, and then the second chick will die on its own. We work in collaboration with places like EWT. They go and fetch that second egg, they bring the second egg to the zoo, and we hand rear them here at the zoo.
Basically, the goal of the project will be to create a viable population of animals in the wild. So we're trying to successfully release these animals and create pairs, and we need to create bonds with these animals so that they are a successful breeding pair. With these species, we are able to see the concept of social monogamy and mating for life coming into practice. They're not a species that you can just basically shove together and expect babies, popping out soon. We have to have a male and a female basically of a viable reproductive age. They must be sexually mature. We do a slow introduction where we have them in cages across from each other, and they can basically have a visual contact with each other. There's no physical contact, but in this way we'll be able to observe the mating rituals, the courtship behavior that they do display with each other. It's quite a beautiful sight to see. We'd get them basically synchronizing each other across the enclosures, walking in the same directions, doing the same kinds of displays with their wings and that sort of thing. So once we have a good idea that there is a positive view coming from their interactions, we can actually place these animals in an enclosure together with each other. This will be done obviously in a controlled environment with supervision, and we can actually see whether it's going to be a positive bond and they're likely going to have a successful breeding future. At the zoo, we currently house around 10 pairs of wattled cranes, and now in our research and conservation farm we've also got about 20 birds as well. The whole concept of what we're trying to do is create a stable population for release back into the wild, to sustain the population that is dwindling at the moment.